The tap goes to the Mavericks, and down to Hart to lay it in. So Paul Hart with a lay-in as we get underway a little earlier than normal, just about 25 minutes after the hour. A scheduled 6:30 tip-off as we get to action. 2-0 McCutcheon. Lebanon forecourt as they work perimeter at the Mount. Head of the key, guarded by Kerber, goes down the lane. Underhand scoop shot, rimming good. Richie Mount has the field goal, his first two, and we're even at 2. 25 seconds gone. On the walk, it's Paul Hart, left to right hand past the timeline. Hard walking it left now. Lebanon shows 2-3 zone. Left wing Preston Smith. Cross-court pass Kerber. Deflects with one hand. The high pass and controls. Now to Hart. To Kerber. Wing right side. Action down to our left. To Hale in the corner. Rod brings it out of there. Kerber head of the key. Hart will push it up from 18. Rims it off short. Smith the rebound. And Preston tied up. But I think we've got a foul away from the ball. It's going to come against McCutcheon. Looks like George.
The officials are establishing territorial rights under the basket.
As Glenn McPherson and Rick Kuster, the backcourt people with Mount, Farrell, and Terrell up front for Lebanon. McCutcheon goes with Hart, Kerber, Hale, Smith, and German. McCutcheon at 18-4, Lebanon at 12-10. So the Tigers on the attack. Rick Kuster up the right side. Kuster, a 5'10 senior. Outside Mount off his hands and past the half-court line into the backcourt. A violation.
He just made a break, and the boy throwing the ball, number 21 out there, Kuster, didn't get it.
Hart forecourt to the head of the key. Gives way right wing Kerber. Kyle on the dribble, heads baseline, stops. Looks back out high. Now over the head of Hart. He goes after it. Loose ball picked up by Mount. 2-on-1. He'll go to the hole and scoop it. No good, but a foul call. Going to be on Preston Smith of the Mavericks. Preston guilty for Lebanon to get the layup try, and then, of course, cost him via the foul route. So Richie Mount to the free throw line. On the season, he's 91%. He's only missed 7, 73 of 80, and make that 8. He misses the first. He'll have another.
That's your nerves for you again, Rex.
2-2 our score. We're even. 6:47 left first quarter. Mount's next free try good. He's got 1 of 2, and it's 3-2. Lebanon has their first lead, and they've scored 3 unanswered. Here's Hart, forecourt on the dribble. Paul angles it left side. Lob low. German behind the defense. Reverse layup good. Something the Mavericks didn't do too successfully last week. Make those inside shots when they got them. They did there. And German has his first 2. 4-3 Mavericks. 6:28 and counting first quarter. Forecourt Kuster trying to go low left side. 55 Terrell. They throw the ball away. Troy Terrell trying to reverse it onto a wing. Threw it into the Maverick bench.
Well, Troy's 6'5", 200 pounds, but a freshman. And the physical difference in a freshman and a senior will take its toll.
And so Hart with a walk-up. McCutcheon 4-3, the lead in the ball. Approaches the head of the key, gives way far wing. Kerber, he'll try a jumper up and no good from 15. Long rebound off Terrell. The Kuster, his outlet pass deflected out of bounds. Off the Mavericks, but beating everybody down the floor.
Well, it was a great defensive play. All he intended to do is just slap the pass and break the momentum of it.
Rick Kuster, right-hand dribble, headed right. McCutcheon opening it a man-to-man, by the way. Heads into the corner. Now spins out of there. Looking low post. Has to bring it back onto a wing instead to Dave Farrell. His whistle's blowing the lane. We've got a hold call. Looks like Rod Hale going to be progress of Troy Terrell, the Lebanon freshman center.
Now there's concern for
Hale. Another throwaway into the backcourt. That's picking it up Preston Smith. He'll go to the hole and lay it up wild. Slipped off his hand. Still loose. Hart's got it from McCutcheon. Heads down the lane. Scoop double pump shot up. No good. Rebound Hart, and a foul going to be called. It'll be against Lebanon. Boy, a lot of quick effort. And it slipped off his hand as he went in off the left side. Looked like he was trying to radio dial here this first quarter. Inbounds Hart, left wing Smith. Preston head of the key. It's Hart now. Starts right onto a wing. Looking low. Comes left side Smith. Head fake, pass in the lane. Hale, turnaround 8-footer up and way short. Long rebound deflected loose. Goes out of bounds, they say, off a Lebanon player. So McCutcheon will keep Smith the trigger in. Left side under his basket. Goes low to Hale, and Rodwood looking for the pass. Mount intercepts. Richie up the left side. Forecourt now. Head of the key to Kuster. And Lebanon will set their attack against the man-to-man. Starts right, guarded by Paul Hart. Baseline, pull up, 15-footer on the way, no good. Rebound, Terrell has it blocked from behind by German, gets it back in the lane. To Kuster, he'll reload. Now backs it out. Starts right hand down the lane, scoops it off right corner, Mount, head and shoulders fake, lean in, bank shot, wild off the glass. He got bumped, no foul. Loose on the floor, a scramble, and a foul call. Going to be against the Lebanon Tigers. Hard to believe there is 2 punched, and he also got the personal.
Well, I think what he did is roll up the leg, and an official, when you...
McCutcheon basketball, the Mavericks will have it at three-quarter court. 5:08 left first quarter. Rex Troppett along with Dick Bossing for K105 FM, WASK FM Lafayette. Hard in the lane to Hale, wasn't looking for the pass, but Smith controls. Running one-hander won't go. Deflected loose into the lane and picked up by Terrell of Lebanon. To Kuster, he's bumped down by Hart, but controls the dribble. Forecourt might have hurt himself. Right wing Mount holds in front of Kerber, starts left, back to the point in Kuster. Lebanon looking for their second lead. Right wing is Farrell. Dave Farrell back to the point. Kuster will pull it up from 18. Partially deflected. Shot won't go. And Smith lost the rebound out of bounds. 3 Mavericks there. So Mount to inbound. Back to the point and Terrell and out of Kuster. They'll start right side in the lane. Head fake Farrell. Lean in shot. Rims off. No good. Deflected loose and a foul call. And the indication going to be over and back against the rebounders.
Well, that's going to be on number 45, Dave Farrell, and that's his second. And Lebanon is not a deep ball.
Hart with a walk up the left side. Paul approaching that 2-3 zone, stops head of the key, goes high to Steve Miller, who's checked in, loaded German, he gets a lay-in good. So George German with a field goal and a nice feed from Hale, From this distance, it's hard to spot some of these people, but it was Hale. But that Steve Miller checked in there, so Hale gets the assist. 6-3 Mavericks. Outside Kuster, starts right side on the dribble to Mount on a wing. Richie holds free throw line right. One dribble, pull the trigger from 15 up and good. Pops it in up the near wing. And Mount has his second field goal. 6-5, and the McCutcheon lead trimmed to 1. 3:50 left to go first quarter. Hart forecourt. It's been a long first quarter, and we're only halfway through. Left side Smith. Head of the key, Hart penetrates, splits 2 defenders. Double pump, shot won't go. Hale, the rebound in the lane, up and good. Rod Hale working hard on the board. Last 2 times down the floor, he's had an assist, and now a bucket, and it's 8-5 Mavericks. 3:30 left in the quarter. Here's Kuster, right-hand dribble. Angles it right side to a wing. Standing waist-high dribble. Now stops, back to the point in Mount. Richie head left. Head fake, lean in over Kerber, the 8-footer good. Richie Mount, nice move to get free, and he brings his Tigers back within 1. 3:15 left to go first quarter. On the dribble, Hart. Ball up the middle, stops, gives way left corner. Preston Smith. Preston back out of there now on the dribble to Hart, head of the key. Ball go right wing, Kerber, action down to our left. Kerber holds in the corner to Hart, head of the key. He'll push it up from 18 and hit it. Paul Hart with his second field goal, and it's 10-7 Mavericks. The teams exchanging baskets here in the last 2 minutes. 2:50 left to go first period. On the dribble, Kuster gets away from Smith down the lane, scoops it up and lays it in. He got free down the lane and needed some help, didn't get it. And it's 10-9. McCutcheon's lead a point. 2:30 left first quarter. Hard on the dribble, 10-second line. Right wing now goes to Kerber. Jump pass cross court. Smith, deep jumper out of the corner, good. Preston Smith, about a 20-footer. His first field goal, and it's 12-9. Preston hits his first shot. He can be awful tough. Last week he had some problems you might remember hitting anything early. I mean, the rim or anything. Richie Mount, far wing. He'll pull the trigger up from 18 and good. A rainbow for Richie Mount, that high trajectory. He's hit 3 in a row now, his 4th field goal. And it's 12-11. McCutcheon at the 2-minute mark first period. Hart brings it stateside. Gives way left wing, Preston Smith. Head of the key, Hart. In the lane to German over his head. Deflected loose. Lebanon's got it. Kuster away in the dribble. Rick behind the back. Now head of the key. Starts right side against the man-to-man. Stops on a wing. Hart gives him some room. Pass in the lane goes to Terrell. He brings it out to Kuster. He'll go head and shoulders fake between the legs on the dribble left side. Mount. Richie on a wing. Low to Farrell off his knee and picked up by McCutcheon. Kerber. Lead ahead Hart. Pass behind him. Goes back and controls it. Lays it in. Paul Hart. Good maneuver to grab that loose basketball. His 3rd field goal. And McCutcheon's lead again 3. 14-11 with 1:20 left to go first quarter. Here's Kuster. Right wing Mount. Richie in the corner with Kerber right on him. Now Farrell, out of the key. Kuster will pull the trigger from 18 and hit it. Rick Kuster, well, this Lebanon team is known for Richie Mount, but Kuster's shown the nice touch from the outside. His second field goal with 1 minute to go in the quarter. It's 14-13 Mavs. Hart, right wing Kerber. Looks back to the point Hart. He'll push it up from 17, hit it. Paul Hart's hit 3 in a row. His 4th field goal at 16-13. McCutcheon, 48 seconds to go in the quarter. There's Kuster, forecourt. Let's see if McCutcheon shows zone. I think they're just disguising that man-to-man, though. Kuster, left wing to Mount. Moves on Kerber. Back onto a wing to Farrell. Cross-court pass. McPherson off his leg and out of bounds. midweek and was very questionable. Number 52 is John Bogus, a 6'2 senior. 28 seconds to go in the quarter. McCutcheon's lead 3 as they play for the last shot. Here's Hart forecourt. Now to Kerber, wing right. Far side, Preston Smith holds with 18 seconds. To Kerber, left side, Hart with 15. Paul holds on in the dribble, backs out. Head of the key, stops, gives way, wing right, Kerber. Far side, Smith with 9 with 8. Kerber off the dribble with 6. German far corner with 4. Reverses near side. Kuster intercepts. Free at half court. Mount's going to try it up a 20-footer at the buzzer. Good, but it's not going to count. Came after the buzzer. The Lebanon fans are going to be upset.
Now is the time to keep your eye on stored grain. And if any problems arise, call Kokomo Grain. Kokomo Grain can pick up corn and beans and deliver it to the terminal for you. They also do the pick and roll. And Kokomo Grain is always in the...
And all Benton Central so far at Lafayette. They're leading Couts 20-6. Here's 16-13 McCutcheon after one stop. As we return to action, Lebanon basketball. Kuster on a far wing. Stops, head of the key, lost the dribble. Preston Smith in front of him, throws it away. Nobody touched it for McCutcheon, and so...
One sophomore, one freshman, and one junior, so you're going to get some errors in the regional.
Here's Hart on the dribble forecourt now. McCutcheon a chance to build their biggest lead. Far wing, Kerber reverses left side. Smith guns it up from 18, short off the rim. Long rebound goes to Farrell. David waits for a guard, now has Kuster, the 5'10 senior. Trots it down the right side. Preston Smith there to meet him. Starts right on the wing. He'll gun it up from 18. Rims off, no good. Rebound deflected by Terrell. Picked up by Kerber. And the foul goes against the Tigers. We'll wait for the official word. It is against Lebanon.
Now it's going to be on Richie.
Team's 4th. So we've gone 45 seconds, second quarter. McCutcheon, the 3-point lead in the ball. Hart forecourt. Left wing, it's Preston Smith. Looks at cross court. Lob in the lane, German, and George walked. George started down that baseline, and that was pretty obvious. It was actually kind of a late whistle. I was wondering when they were going to blow it.
Well, what he was doing was looking to pass the ball, and suddenly the lane opened up, and half a pass and half a walk, and they did call it correctly.
And so once again, the teams exchange turnovers. Here's Lebanon forecourt. Kuster starts left side, angles at left side. Pass in the lane to Farrell, out to Mount, guns it from a wing and rims it off no good from 18. German the rebound looking for a guard, now has Kerber, and Kyle will bring it up the right side. Pass lead ahead to Hart. Forecourt now, Paul on the dribble. Lebanon against the 2-3 zone. Far side, it's Kerber. Brings it out head of the key. Hart, no shot. Left wing, Smith in the lane to German off his hands. And then tied up by Kuster. George having trouble holding on to that basketball.
He's also a former player from Lebanon.
As Kerber to trigger it in. 16-13 our score. McCutcheon on top, 6:30 left to go in the half. As Hart head of the key, Paul the lob in low, deflected away by Farrell, picked up by Preston Smith. His lead in 8-footer rims good. Preston Smith with his second field goal, 18-13. McCutcheon now has their biggest lead. 6:15 left in the half. Kuster wing right. Now head of the key, it's Farrell. David looking for a guard, has Kuster on the runaround, stops free throw line left, lean in, shot partially blocked. Kerber got a hand on it and just trickled into the corner. But Preston Smith picked it up, and now number 24, Kyle Kerber, going to run it up. Hart past the timeline. Left side, Preston Smith. Smith working that perimeter offense. Kerber on a wing. He jumped past his far corner. German, his 12-footer, draws iron, no good. George's own rebound, back up and no good. Rebound goes to Lebanon. As holding on, Troy Terrell. On the outlet, Richie Mount. And Lebanon going to take a timeout. 5:40 left to go, second quarter. It's McCutcheon 18, Lebanon 13.
Green grass, blue skies, and warm breezes. All your camping supplies, including reloading equipment and supplies. And at Burnham's, you'll find good and rugged outdoor clothing for rough and ready outdoor fun. Spring isn't so far away, and Burnham's is ready to send you into the great outdoors.
Out and be treated in the friendly country way. Stockwell Lumber Company in Stockwell. A drive to the country will pay you.
18-13 our score is McCutcheon on top. Lebanon after the timeout inbounds. 5:30 left to go in this first half of play. As a change in the Lebanon lineup, Kirk Martin, the 5'11 senior, is checked in at a guard spot, replacing Kuster. Far wing is Mount. Mount stops and fires from 15, rims it off, no good. And a foul going to be called, though, against McCutcheon on the shot. Mount, you're in left side under his own basket. looks back out to the point and has Troy Terrell, the freshman center, gives it up. Number 33, Kirk Martin, runs the attack. Starts right side on the dribble. John Bogus also in there, stays in there, so only 3 starters on the floor for the Tigers. Mount, left side, 33, Martin. In the lane, 52, Bogus. Head fake turnaround shot, rims off, and the rebound controlled by Kerber as he's going out of bounds. He gives it off to German and able to save. And now to Paul Hart, he'll walk it up the left side. Hart on the dribble. So I see McPherson set the check back for Lebanon. Pass in the lane to Hale. His turnaround good. The rainbow from 10. Rod Hale drops it through. And it's 20-13. And McCutcheon with their biggest lead. 4:44 left to go. All fours here in the second quarter. Mount right wing. Head of the key is Martin. Kirk starts left side on the left to right hand. Now stops. Outside pass deflected and stolen by Preston Smith. Got a big hand out there and able to control it at half court. Now gives to Hart. McCutcheon will set their offense. Hart wing right side, Kyle Kerber. Cross wing, Preston Smith. He'll got it up from 18. Hits it. Preston Smith makes it a 9-point McCutcheon lead. His third field goal, 22-13 Mavericks. Halfway through this second period. On the walk, it's Martin. Left wing, Bogus. Mavericks back into a 2-3 zone. Far side, 44, Mount. Head of the key, Martin. Kirk looking low, starts right now on the dribble, holds up to Bogus with a head fake. Martin, right side, Mount. Paul Hart in his face. He spins looking for a shot. Bouncing it off the shin of Terrell. Loose ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Mavericks. Terrell and Martin set down as you mentioned Kuster back into the contest. And also McPherson, so they're at full strength. Here's Hart on the dribble, forecourt. McCutcheon up 9. 3:40 left to go in the half. George German in the corner. Brings it out there to Smith on a wing right. Kerber low right, German. George in a crowd. Kicks it off to Kerber for the scoop shot. Won't go, but follows in his own missed shot. And the rebound followed by Kyle Kerber makes it 24-13 McCutcheon. 3:20 left to go second quarter. Kuster forecourt. Holds off right wing 45 Farrell. Reverses far corner, McPherson. Low left, Farrell. Turnaround shot up and in. Troy Terrell with a field goal. The 6'5 freshman has his first. And 3 minutes left in the half. And that ends a long Lebanon drought. 24-15 Mavericks. Hard on the dribble. Ball forecourt, backs it in on Mount. Has it stripped away by Kuster. Picks it up on the dribble. He's 2 on 4 though, and backs off the Mount out of the corner, up from 20, in and out. And the rebound long goes out of bounds. The foul going to be called against Lebanon. Limit. David has his third foul of the ball game.
That's going to be a real problem for them because if they have a weakness, it's at the forward.
Rebounding average, and of course 9.8 points a game, stands for 1 in the bonus. George, the first one up and no good, and the long rebound deflected to Lebanon. Tigers control is Bogus back in there, outlets to Kuster. Long lead up the floor, Mount. Runs it head of the key, gives way right side Farrell. His 12-footer rimming high, off the top of the backboard goes in. Farrell drops it through, 24-17. Lebanon a mini run there within 7. 2:25 left to go in the half. Left side, Hart to Hale in the corner, and now he'll bring it back to the point as Kerber moving inside to German. He lays it in. Kerber, nice move to draw 2 defenders, and German wide open for the easy one, his 4th field goal. 26-17 Mavericks, big bucket there. Approaching the 2-minute mark, second period. Kuster, far corner, McPherson will let fly. Air ball from 15, grabbed out of there by German. Ahead to Kerber as the McCutcheon fans getting on McPherson a little bit, as you can understand. Kerber over the timeline, starts right with it to German on the wing. George looking back head of the key. He'll lob it low to Hale, beat his man, laid it in. Give German the assist. 28-17 Mavericks doing what they want here in the second quarter. A minute 40 left. On the dribble, Kuster head of the key. Starts right to a wing. Still on the dribble drive. Now back between the legs. Head of the key, McPherson. Pull-up jumper good from 17. He popped it through. His first field goal of the game. 28-19. McCutcheon's lead trimmed down to 9. 80 seconds left in the half. Hart with the walk. Ball right-hand dribble. Far wing goes to Smith. Low right, that's Kerber. Now Smith on a wing. Head of the key, German. One step, won't pull the trigger out head of the key. Bouncing it low to Hale. Muscles it up and lays it in off the glass. Far side, he muscled Farrell. And with a minute to go in the half, McCutcheon's lead 30-19. Mount brings it up and fires and hits it. 20-footer off a right wing. And it's 30-21, his 5th field goal. 55 seconds left to go, second quarter. Kerber up the right side to the head of the key. Wing left side, Preston Smith. Free throw line extended left. One dribble back out head of the key now is German. He'll start right between the rings. Stops head of the key, Kerber. Kyle looking left side hard. He'll push it up from 15. Way long up the rim, and McPherson the rebound. Outlet Kuster. It's 2-on-1. Two Mavs get back though. Kuster dribbled it off the shoe of Smith, able to pick it up. Dribbles into the lane. Shovels it off to Bogus. Running one-hander up from 12 and in and out. Rebound German to McCutcheon. 20 seconds to go in the half. The Mavericks will hold for this last shot. See the Maverick bench area very well from our vantage point. They hold up the sign, one shot. Preston Smith now low to Hale, Rod in the lane, missed the shot. Bogus the rebound with 5 seconds. Outlets right side to Farrell, and he walked with 3 seconds to go. McCutcheon will have it up near half
floor pass, and as a result of it,
the half court with 3 seconds to go in the half. Kerber inbounds left side. Hart guns it up from 20. It's good if it goes. Nope. Goes over the backboard. McCutcheon 30, Lebanon 21.
Kincaid is the name, a dealership that backs up every tackle. Plus, Burnham's now has 1987 hunting and fishing licenses. Win a videotape with new titles to choose from. Think spring from Burnham's in the Big Red Building, Levy Plaza, West Lafayette.
Underway in the third quarter as Lebanon controls. Mouse hits the left wing and fires it up good as we start the second half, 30-23. And Lebanon first on the board. Here come the Mavericks. We'll set their lineup. Paul Hart, Kyle Kerber working backcourt with German, Smith, and Hale up front. Smith has it now. German in the corner. Smith will fire it up off a wing from 15, way long. Missed the rim, just ticked the backboard. And here come the Lebanon Tigers as they've got Kuster and Mount in the backcourt. Up front, it's Farrell, Terrell, and McPherson, their starting group. Kuster left wing pull-up. Terrell is good. The freshman pops it good. It's a 5-point game. 30-21 as McCutcheon's 11-point lead has been whittled down to just 5. 6:58 to go in this third quarter, just underway. German pops it in off the near wing, and so McCutcheon has their first second half points. 5th field goal for George. Here's Kuster on the walk. Forecourt now, 32-25. On the dribble, moves away from Hart. Far wing goes to Farrell. His 12-footer rims off, and Kerber the rebound. McCutcheon. Kyle on the left to right hand. Outlets to Hart. He'll walk it past the timeline. Paul wants play number 1. Stops head of the key. Goes left to Kerber. He looks low. Far corner. German instead. Action down to our right. Hart head of the key. Is lob in the lane to Hale. Kicks it off to German. Controls the air pass. Leaned an 8-footer rimming off. And the rebound goes to Terrell. And it's Mount now off the right side. Ahead to Kuster. He'll set the attack. Rick Kuster on the attack. The McCutcheon leads 7 as we've gone 2 minutes here. Just about 2 minutes in this second half. Far corner Mount. Richie spins away from Kerber. His 12-footer up and good. He got Kyle Kerber turned all the way around that time. Good move by Mount.
Well, that's that typical move that his father had going into the corner, and he really pulls up and gets it up in the air.
Forecourt now is Hart. 32-27. Far corner German. He'll get it up from 18. Missed it. Long rebound goes to Farrell. Stripped away by McCutcheon. Hardy lays it in. Paul Hart with a steal in the lay-in. And again, McCutcheon's lead 7. A big conceivable 4-point swing there as Lebanon could have gone down and made it a 3-point game. Now it's once again a 7-point McCutcheon advantage. 5:30 left third quarter. Kuster head of the wing. Mount. And now to Farrell. Turn around in the lane. 10-footer rimming good. Boy, he got the roll. A lot of rolls here tonight. His second field goal, and it's 34-29 McCutcheon. 5:15 and counting, third quarter. Hart past the timeline. Headed left side. Action down to our right. It's Kerber on a wing. Kyle head of the key. Hale. 360 spin to Hart. Starts down the lane. Double pump. Shot short off the rim. Loose. Rebounded by Kerber. Through some hands. Now to German in the corner. The Kerber wing left. Head of the key. Hart. Paul starts right. In the lane to Hale. Rod turnaround. Double pump shot way off. Looks more like a pass than a shot. German jumper out of the corner is good. George drops it in from about 16 as his 6th field goal, and it's 36-29 now. McCutcheon keeping their 7-point advantage. 4:40 left to go third period. Kuster forecourt. Rick right-hand dribble, stops on a wing. Hands to Mount. Richie on the come-around, stops and fires. 18-footer, no good. But Preston Smith moved in under Richie and didn't give him a chance to come
out, and it really was not real bad defense as far as Preston Smith is concerned.
We saw him miss one. He didn't miss that one. He hits the first. He'll have another.
There's great form on that free throw. That's why you know the thing's got a real good chance of going in.
One thing he does, he dribbles it once. His dad used to just grab it and shoot it, remember? Pops it through, got them both, 36-31, 4:28 and counting here, third quarter. On the dribble, forecourt is Hart. Paul on the right-hand dribble. Angles it right, goes back left. Kerber, free throw line extended left. Far corner, German. George in the lane to Hale. Bad pass, deflected loose. Kuster up with it for Lebanon. Up the right side on transition now, the defense back. Stopped on a wing. Starts left to right hand between the legs. Kicks it off left side. Mount for the 20-footer. Rimming off, no good. Long rebound, deflected loose. Goes out of bounds. They say last touch by German. It'll be Lebanon. Halftime lead is shriveled to 5. Could be tighter yet as Terrell hits a turnaround baseline shot, but it's not going to count. Hale fouled him before.
I was way out of position on that, and then he just fouled a guy trying to reach around him.
And now head of the key, Kuster. On the dribble, left side, Mount. He'll turn and fire. Up and good from 20. Richie Mount, way off the head of the key. That wouldn't count at 3 in college ball. His 8th field goal. 36-33. Lebanon's within 3, and their fans on their feet. Right-hand dribble. 22 Hart. In the corner to German. Out of there to Kerber. Kyle Kerber on a wing. Stops. Looks head of the key. Gives way to Hart. Ball down the lane. Running one-hander. Leans in good. Hart with a silencer there. 38-33. 6th field goal for Paul. McCutcheon breathes a little easier. Up 5. 3:20 left to go. Third quarter, though. A lot of time. Lead ahead McPherson. Guns it up. No good from 18. Rebound, though, in the lane. Kept alive by Terrell of Lebanon. To Mount. Left side. Kuster from 18. Good. Rick Kuster, left wing, jumps it through, and it's a 38-35. McCutcheon lead his 3rd field goal. Under 3 minutes left, third quarter. On the walk forecourt. The hand you hear is for the Plainfield team going to their locker room. Kerber, far corner, German, now Kerber on a wing. Kyle looking back head of the key, it's Hart. He'll start right with it. Stops, goes left side. To Hale in the lane, his 8-foot bank good. Rod Hale caught it in the lane, got 3, almost a set shot, his 5th field goal. Makes it 40-35 McCutcheon. 2:30 left to go, third quarter. Here's Kuster on the walk-up. Right wing McPherson gets it back on the dribble. Kuster now looking at the left side. Going to go low left Terrell. He moves away from Hale, but going to back it out. Now to Kuster. He'll run it back head of the key. Left side Terrell, turnaround baseline, 8-footer rimming off. Tapped out by Mount. Ritchie going to be called for over.
Ritchie was behind him, and as a result of it, he tried to reach over, got him on
this half. McCutcheon has 2 team fouls. 40-35. Mavericks lead it. 2 minutes left to go, third quarter. Here's Hart on the walk-up against the 2-3 zone. Right wing Preston Smith. Smith looking right corner. Nope, going to bring it back to Hart instead. Far wing Kerber will try it from 15. Good. Kyle Kerber with a field goal. 42-35. McCutcheon's lead back up to 7. A minute 50 to go, third quarter. Kuster, forecourt. Fakes it left, goes back right instead. McPherson, he'll get it up out of the corner. 18-footer, no good. Long rebound goes to Terrell, the freshman. Head fake in the lane, muscles it up, blocked. But a foul going to be called. Preston Smith.
Important factor in the ball game because Preston is a strong 6'2", 190.
28 of 43. He'll have an opportunity here for pair. Just the freshman up and good. He'll have another. He's a junior and Richie Mounts is senior. It's going to be a pretty good group.
Well, they're going to have a good inside-outside.
Free try good. A good group next year, too. They've got Farrell back as well. As Terrell going to sit down now, replaced by Bogus. 42-37, a minute 38 to go, third quarter. As Terrell got both free throws. On the walk, forecourt, Hart. Starts left side, stops head of the key. Near side deflected pass, Preston Smith controls. One dribble, looks cross court. Now have to bring it back outside, Hart. Ball in the dribble, attacking head of the key in the lane to Hale. Rod, turn around, 8-footer, way short. Long rebound to Kerber, muscles it back up. Nobody's fouled. Personal goes against Bogus, says ball game, and Wolf says, yes, there was Kerber 50 of 71 on the year. That's good for 70%. And he shoots 2. Kyle has the first one of the year and good. He'll have another. Kyle Kerber with that 7.9 average. Of course, the quarterback on the football team as well. Kerber, a 6'1 junior, 185-pounder. Taking a long time. Has it in the air. Missed this one. And the rebound goes to Mount. So 43-37. McCutcheon's lead 6 with a minute 10 to go, third quarter. Forecourt, Kuster. Far corner, it's Bogus. Now Kuster out head of the key. He starts left with it on the dribble, pounds it with the left hand, coming left to Mount. Oh, almost too far away there. Wouldn't pull the trigger. Now to Kuster, head of the key. Right wing 45, Farrell. Now to Mount, leans in, free throw line, forced it up, rimmed it off, but a foul called. It's going to be against the Mavericks. And
foul's going to be on number 22, Paul Hart. That will be Paul's first personal foul. That's also the fourth on McCutcheon.
And like you say, just the 53 ticks left on the overhead board. Mount's free try, good. Still got a line. 43-38. He got him so casually, too. Next try up and in and out. He's missed 2 here tonight, and that's only 9 now for the season. 43-38. McCutcheon by 5. 45 seconds left, third quarter. On the dribble, forecourt, Paul Hart. Paul right side. Preston Smith, head of the key, Kerber. Looking left, comes back right instead to Smith. Free throw line extended right. He'll hold on the dribble now. German, head of the key, Hart. Far side, 24, Kerber. Kyle holds the ball over his head. Mavericks trying to get that last shot apparently here in the third period. Kerber on the dribble, back out, head of the key, German. Back near the timeline now to Hart. He'll start right, Preston Smith with 16 seconds. Right hand dribble with 13. Back outside, Kerber with 12. Near side, Smith with 10. Head of the key, German with 8. George on the right-hand dribble, Smith with 7 with 6. Looking cross-court with 4. Head of the key, Hart with 3. Leaves it off to Smith through his hands at the buzzer. And they're going to say a foul just before. Indeed, the foul will be on Preston Smith. So after 3 quarters of play here in game 1 of the Frankfort Regional.
The Bison outscored Couch 16-2 at one point in the first quarter, and they closed out the half. Al Seifel had the hot hand scoring 14 straight, and he has 16 here at halftime to lead the Mustangs.
Kerber, Smith, German, Hale, and Paul Hart now coming out. And Lebanon has Terrell, Farrell, Bogus, Kuster, and Mount. McCutcheon will have the ball at half court. Paul Hart going to have it on the inbound as we begin the final quarter, and McCutcheon up 4. Right side, Hart. Head of the key, Kerber. Far wing, Smith. Preston on a wing. Kyle Kerber back out at the point, Hart. Paul starts right with it. Now in the lane to German. He lost the handle, gets it back, controls double team, brings it out of there to Smith. He muscles it up, no good, and Lebanon rips down the rebound. That's Farrell. Outlets to Kuster, and Lebanon a chance to come within 2 here. On the dribble, Kuster up the right side as we're early here, final quarter. Mount outside, guns it up from 20, short but a foul. Mavericks been trying to keep a hand.
And as we get down to the push and shove part of the fourth quarter, it's going to be an interesting thing how they're going to handle
here. Is free try good? You know, that foul. Mount's free try good. He got them both. 43-41 McCutcheon. And that's 4 straight now for the Tigers. 7:20 left to go. Almost a whole quarter from Frankfort here in game 1. Rex Troppett along with Dick Bosnick. Kerber, far corner, German guns it up. Good. Wasn't the best shot in the world, but George had the confidence from the corner, his 7th field goal. And it's 45-41. A minute gone, final quarter. Kuster, forecourt Mount, head and shoulders fake. Far corner, lead in Farrell, drops it through. 45-43. 6:55 left to go, final quarter. On the walk, 22, Paul Hart. Hart on the dribble, past the 10-second line. Looks left side, now gives way to Kerber. Kyle, far corner, German to Kyle Kerber. Head of the key, Hart in the lane to Hale. Rod turns and fires. Good, a 10-footer. Rod Hale, so the Mavericks have answered with 2 straight field goals. 6th field goal for Hale, and it's 47-43. 6:25 left to go in the ball game. Outside Kuster, Friel got up an air ball and out of bounds. Farrell tried to get a hand on it, but he missed everything. And I mean 47, Lebanon 43.
Kincaid is the name, a dealership that backs up every car sold.
Tradition of excellence it wears today. Morris Bryant, it's as good as you remember.
47-43, McCutcheon the lead in the ball. 6:18 and counting is after the timeout. The Mavericks forecourt. German, far wing, Kerber, the iron 5 out there for the Mavericks. And now Joe Royer's checked in. That's the first McCutcheon substitution of the game. Far corner, German, jumper out of the corner, good. George German's hit 2 in a row from over there. 49-43, Mavericks with 6 minutes to go. Royer in there now, and he's giving Preston Smith a breather. Kyle Kerber moving to a forward. Bogus, head of the key. Kuster, left wing Mount. Royer in front of him will fire it up, and Mount hits it. Richie Mount with a field goal off a wing. 49-45 Mavericks. 5:38 left to go. On the walk, it's Hart. All past the timeline. Angles it left, stops, gives way to Kerber over there. Looking for a cutter, head of the key. Hart, lean in double pump shot, rimming no good. Tapped in the air, no loose, and Hale going to be called for over the back. Rod Hale crashed in there, didn't he? We walk down to the other end. 5:24 left to go. And Lebanon a chance to cut it down to 2. So here in game 1 of the Frankfort Regional, Troy Terrell at the line for Lebanon. One in the bonus, his free try rims off, and Hale yanks down the rebound. That, of course, after Hale's foul at the other end. So the Mavericks dodge a bullet there. Their lead still 4 as we approach the 5-minute mark. Hart, forecourt, Royer, left wing German, low to Hale, right in the lane, muscled it up and forgot the ball. Huster stripped him, heads up the left side. Mount, he'll gut it up from 20 up a wing, missed it. Long rebound deflected loose to Terrell, he lays it in. Troy Terrell for Lebanon got the lay in. 49-47. McCutcheon's lead just 2. 4:50 left in the game. Royer, forecourt, left wing German, low to Hale, right of the crowd, turnaround shot up, no good, but wipe it out anyway. The foul came before. Take advantage of maybe the higher percentage
underneath, but you can't sacrifice everything.
And so Kerber looks to inbound. Royer, far wing, stops, head of the key, now to Hart. McCutcheon's lead 49-47. Hart back to Royer, left side, Kerber. Kyle, wing left side, backs it out now. Head of the key, German. Near side to Hart. Free throw line extended right to Royer. Joe, head of the key. Kerber now, German, far corner. Hart will push it up from 18 and hit it. Kyle Kerber gets the assist there, and Hart drops through a big one, 51-47. McCutcheon by 4 with 4:18 left in the ball game. Mount, forecourt, Bogus. Holds wing right side, action down to our left. High to Farrell, backs it out of there now. Head of the key, Kuster. Royer gives him some room. Angles it left against the man-to-man. And after the basketball, Hart tried to knock it off Mount. I think he did, but it about a quarter court, almost a throwaway into the backcourt. Is Kuster able to control. Out head of the key, Royer in front of him. Heads left, moves baseline now. Kerber helps out. Lean-in shot partially blocked loose, and German's got the rebound for McCutcheon. 3:50 left to go. The Mavericks up 4. The winner meets the winner of our second game tonight. We'll have it here on K105. Frankfort or Plainfield. Low left to Hale. His turnaround shot up. Nope. So wipe it out. We got a blocking foul before it anyway.
Was calling the play correctly. Number 52, Bogus, is moving in a blind position.
Basket for the Mavericks. Low to Hart. It was deflected. McCutcheon to retain. In it comes to Kerber. Wing left side. Back to the point in Hart. Far side Kerber. Kyle holds on. They give him some room. Won't pull the trigger. Now German, right side Hart. He will. Up from 18, up in the air. Wing good. All Hart's hit 2 in a row. Opposite sides of the floor. 8 field goal. 53-47. McCutcheon. 3:20 left to go in the ball game. Here's Mount up the floor. Stops and fires. Short from 18. Long rebound Hart. McCutcheon can afford to take their time. They're not going to do it. Hart down the lane trying to shovel it off his foul. Boy, he took it right at the Lebanon defense. He goes to the line to shoot. Time out on the floor. 3:13 left in game 1 of the Frankfort Regional. It's McCutcheon 53, Lebanon 40. Hart at 76%. Shoots 2. His first one good. 54 across the floor from us, so that's why you can't hear him. Hart's free try, good again. He got them both. 55-47. McCutcheon's lead 8 as we're down on 3 minutes left. Mount up the floor left side, spins on Hart, backs him in, stops and fires, free throw line left, rims it off, no good. And the rebound goes to German. The foul, Lebanon, Bogus from behind.
And it's a situation where they're having problems getting people underneath and make both free throws.
So George German at the line. German at 78%, shoots 1 in the bonus for McCutcheon. First one up and good, he buries it. 50s. German, a good evening, 17 points for him now, looking for 18 here. No ill effects from that ankle. He twisted in the championship ball game at North Montgomery last week. Apparently, next one also good, 57-47. And that's McCutcheon now, 6 straight, 2:58 to go in the ball game. Mount right side, Ritchie, far wing Farrell, spins it out of there, head of the key Mount. He's got to pull the trigger. Down the lane, lean in, 10-footer good. Ritchie Mount, tough shot, but he popped it through on a double pump. And it's 57-49. 2:40 left. Here's Hart on the walk. McCutcheon can afford to be patient now. Hart forecourt to a wing. Dribbles through 2 defenders. Wasn't patient there. And fortunate that time the foul goes against the Tigers.
The official was blocked from it, but he was pushing off the defender with his left arm, and he was lucky not to get...
And the bonus, and Hart's had a big evening as well. His first free try good. Looking for 20 points of the evening. 58-49, misses the next free throw. Lebanon the rebound as Terrell controls ahead to Kuster. Past the timeline. On the dribble, right hand. Angles it left side. Now head of the key to Mount. Ritchie in the lane, deflected away. Hale picks up the loose ball. Went off the hand of Farrell. And now Royer going to run it up. Joe past the 10-second line. Stops, double team. Got to get it out of there. Throws it away. No, Lebanon not able to control the ball. Goes out of bounds. He got one hand on it, so McCutcheon will inbound up at half court. Royer to trigger. Looking to Hale, has him forecourt now. He'll hold on with 2:08 to go. Hands to Hart with 2:05. Ball down the lane, feeds German. Lean in shot won't go, but a foul called. It's against the Tigers.
That free throw, they went down to the other end of the floor and got the shot and knocked it as not, but nobody caught it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you must be the only one because no complaints from or groans from the McCutcheon cheering section like you normally hear. German's free try good. Or 3 times up and down the floor. Finally, they pulled the 6th guy off, and they never got whistled for it. Free try good, but believe me, a lot of people noticed that, except for the guys in the striped shirts. 60-49.
Who refereed that?
It wasn't Dan Ugodnik. Or wait a minute, I have to check. Mount in the lane, has it knocked away. Kerber after the loose ball at the other end. A scramble and a foul going to be called. It's going to be against Lebanon. If McCutcheon can hit their free throws, they're going to be in the regional title game.
That's right. I'm sure you were going to say Dan refereed.
As Kerber at 70%, has 2 field goals and a free throw tonight, 5 points. His first try, no good. They've missed 2 in a row now. And 60-49, Lebanon still got a shot at it, down 11, only a minute 45 to go, though. Here's Martin hustling it up far side, right through the hands of the Lebanon player and out of bounds, intended for Farrell. And he was looking up towards the basket before the ball even arrived. Minute 43 left. I'll be down on the floor to talk to Rick Peckinpah immediately after this one. In it comes to Hale, hands to Royer. Joe over the timeline on the dribble. Left to right hand, now trying to play keep away. Away from 2 defenders to Kerber across to Hart now. Minute 30 to go. Far corner, German. George, take care of that ankle now to Hart. Away from a double team and fouled. Of course, this was a similar with Montgomery last week against Crawfordsville when German went down heavily on
the game going into tomorrow night's affair.
Hart back to the line. His free try up and good. Ends a string of... Paul's got his 20 now for the night. And he's going to stay at 20. Missed the next one. Kuster had the rebound go through his hands, unable to save, and Royer fouls Farrell after the catch of the inbound. 84 seconds to go. It's going to be real difficult now
when the clock's not running.
And so at the line, number 45, that's Farrell for Lebanon, as Farrell on the season at 74%. He's got an opportunity for 1 in the bonus here. His free try good. He'll have it looking for their 19th win of the season against 4 losses. Lebanon, unless they come up with a miracle rally here, would finish out at 12 and 11. Next free try missed. Royer, the long rebound, controls. Joe, good athletic maneuver just to control that ball. Head to Hale, now to Hart, past the timeline. Paul Hart, forecourt and foul with a minute 16 left. All there going to be on Mount, and Ritchie has fouled out of the ball game.
And I will tell you, this is the first time I've had an opportunity, and Jim Rosenthal and Rick have talked about this.
Paul Hart goes to the line for McCutcheon. His free throw good. Shots that he made, they wanted to have somebody shadowing him, and they did. Still, he's going to get his points. Next free try good. 63-50 Mavericks, a minute 10 to go. Kuster out of the key. Head fake, left side, travel. Went with a head fake, 40, that's Doug Peterson, a 6'4 senior, as well as number 22, Rob Hawkins, a 6-foot senior. McCutcheon in. It comes to Royer, who's been the lone McCutcheon substitution so far. He hustles it past the line. Far wing German. Back head of the key to Hart. Right side Kyle Kerber. Kyle looking cross court. Back to the timeline and Hart. McCutcheon up 63-50. Royer, far side German. Now Royer. The defenders get some playing time, but only to watch the ball tossed over their heads. Hart near wing with 45 seconds. Hart on the dribble. Heads left side Royer. Now to German. Free throw line left. To Royer. Joe starts his dribble right side. Gives way to Hart. 35 seconds. Right wing Hale. Rod spins it out of there. Goes to Hart. All Hart in the lane to Kerber. Heads inside. Scoops it up and lays it in. 65-50. McCutcheon has their biggest lead with 20 seconds left. On the dribble, number 12. Into the ballgame, Jeff McClain fires it up, no good. And the rebound goes to Paul Hart with 10 seconds left. The Mavericks will be in the regional title ball game against the winner of Plainfield. And, of course, Frankfort coming up. The feed down low to Hale. He gets the lay-in. 2 seconds. One. The heave from half court is no good at the buzzer. McCutcheon advancing with a 67-50 victory over the Lebanon Tigers.